Hello everybody. Our lesson today is about long division, and it's very, very important. We use it in different ways and in different problems in our life and also in our classes. So please concentrate with me to know how we do the long division. First, if I have an example like this, we have the number 326 divided by 2. This is called the dividend, and this is called the divisor. Okay, now we start. First, we take the first digit. Can I divide 3 by 2? This means I ask myself, 2 times what equal 3, or at most 3? So, what is in table 2 is equal to 3 or at most 3. So, what is the closest number in table 2? We have 2 times 1 equal 2 and 2 times 2 equal 4. So because 4 is greater than 3, I will not take 2 times 2, I will take 2 times 1. And I write it here. Then I multiply 1 times 2, I get 2. Then I subtract here. Now 3 minus 2 equal 1. Now get down the second digit, which is 2. Now 12 divided by 2 equals, so here I ask myself, 2 times what equal 12 or at most 12? Of course, we have our table of 2. 2 times 6 is exactly equal 12. So we subtract 12 minus 12 equal 0. Now don't forget that we still have a 6 here. So we get it down and we divide 6 divided by 2. So again I ask myself, what is 2 times what equal 6 or at most 6? Of course, exactly 2 times 3 equal 6. And we subtract, we get 0. So the answer here is 163 and no remainder. Let's take another example. If we have number 326, again the same number, but in this case I divided by 4. Again we start by 3 divided 4, so 3 divided by 4. So 4 times what equal 3, or less than or equal to 3? Can I have a number in table 4 which is at most 3? Of course not, because 4 is greater than 3. So I will not take only 3, I will take the 32. I will take both numbers together. So in table 4, what is equal to 32 or at most 32? Let's think. Yes, 4 times 8 is exactly equal to 32. So I write here 8 and I multiply like this. 8 times 4 is exactly 32. I subtract 2 minus 2, 0, 3 minus 3, 0. Now get down the 6. 6 divided by 4 equal, so here I ask myself, 4 times what equal or less than or equal to 6? 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. 8 is more than 6, so I will not take 8, I will take 4 times 1 and I will write the 1 here. 1 times 4 is 4 and I subtract 6 minus 4 is 2. Do I have other numbers here to get it down? No, my number is done. Okay, so I'm done with my number. So this 2 is written as R2 here. Let's take another example. If we have 516 divided by 5. Again, we take the first digit. If I can divide 5 by 5. So 5 times what equal 5? Of course, 5 times 1. So 5 times 1, I multiply. I get 5 here and subtract 5 minus 5, 0. Now get down the 1. Okay, you have 0, 1. So this means 1 divided by 5. Be careful that any number that I get down here, I should divide by the divisor. So 1 divided by 5, I should divide it, even if it is less than the divisor. 1 is less than 5, and because 1 is less than 5, so I will multiply 5 by 0. So 0 and I multiply 5 times 0, I get 0. Of course, any numbers times 0 is equal to 0. And I subtract 1 minus 0 is 1. Now you can get down the 6. So take care, there is a common mistake that some of you can get down both numbers together, 1 and 6, and this is completely wrong. We get 1 by 1, so we get down one digit at a time and we divide by the divisor. Now 16 divided by 5 is equal to, I ask myself here, 5 times what equal or less than or equal 16. 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15, and 5 times 4 is 20. Of course, I will not take 20, I will take 5 times 3, which is 15. So 5 times 3, I multiply, 3 times 5 equal 15, then subtract here 6 minus 5 equal 1, and 1 minus 1 equals 0. So here, this means that the remainder is 1. Another example, we have 603 divided by 3. Now take 6 divided by 3 and ask yourself, 3 times what equal or less than or equal to 6? Of course, we know that 3 times 2, so I will write here up 2 and multiply like this. 3 times 2 is 6. Now subtract 6 minus 6, 0. Now you get down the next 0. You have 0, 0, this means it's only 0 divided by 3, and of course 0 divided any number is 0. Now you multiply, 0 times 3 is 0, and you subtract 0 minus 0, you get 0, and then you can get down the 3 at the end. Now 3 divided by 3 is, you ask yourself, of course, 3 times what equal or less than 3 is equal to 1. So here I put 1, 1 times 3 is 3, and I subtract, I get remainder 0. So the answer is 201. Okay, so number 5, we have 528 divided by 24. Okay, now we have the divisor in 2 digits and we have the dividend 3 digits. Can we start with just taking the first digit and dividing it by 24? So this means, can I divide or can I multiply 24 by a number to get 5 or less than 5? Of course not, because 5 is less than 24. So I will take both digits together, which is 52. So I'll write here 52. I ask myself, 24 times what is equal to or less than or equal to 52? 24, if I multiply by 1, I get 24. If I multiply it by 2, I will get, if you don't know, you can use a draft here. You can multiply 24 times 2 to find out what is it. 4 times 2 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4. So 24 times 2 is 48, and 48, I think it's the closest number to 52, because if you multiply 24 times 3, it will be, of course, more than 52. Let us see this. 4 times 3 is 12, and carry 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so it's 72, which is more than 52. So I will not take this one, I will take this one. So 24 times 2. So I will write here up 2. I multiply 2 times 24, which is 48. Write it here. Subtract 2 minus 8 cannot be, so borrow from the 5. The 5 becomes 4, and 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. Now get down the 8. 48 divided by 24. So again here 24 times what equal or less than 48. Of course we just got it here, which is 2. So 2 times 24 is exactly 48, and the remainder is 0. So the last example, we have 192 divided by 12. So of course we will not take the first digit only because 1 is less than 12. So our first question, we will take both digits 19. So 12 times what equal or less than 19? If you take 12 times 1, it's 12. I'm sorry. If you take 12 times 2, it's 24. And 24 is more than 19. So I will not take 12 times 2, I will take 12 times 1. So I'll write here 1, and you multiply 1 times 12 equal 12. Now subtract 9 minus 2 is 7, and 1 minus 1, 0. Now get down the 2, 72 over 12. 72 over 12, we know from table 12 that 6 times 12 is 72. So I'll ask myself here, 12 times what equal or less than or equal to 72? And I know this from table 12 that 6 times 12 is 72 exactly, and the remainder is 0. So the answer is 16. So I hope you like my video. I hope you enjoyed it and you understand. So please subscribe, like, and leave any comment. Thank you and bye.